Last time we did almost nothing, but I guess we did in a way like create a potential opportunity, or at least I guess Liron created one. And you went out to look for wealthy individuals, people that might hold some form of power, in order to find a way to potentially meet the queen for who knows what. And there you are in that high-end tavern. Ukrak had a couple of drinks too many and went to relieve himself. However, you are there.
Mhm.
You have the opportunity to speak with seems to be who is called Sir Gregor, who seems to hold a decently powerful position in the merchant sector in this city, if you so wish.
Can we let Warden to take over?
No,
I just got
no.
message from the Svets that I need to attend really fast. Well, I think okay.
You can retreat and then go and capture Warden and then sure that way, yes. But currently Warden is not with you.
I mean, we skip. We postpone. We will postpone the scene. I'll take a look what's work thing related. Like it's burning, seems to be, and.
You decide not to engage with conversation with said Sir Gregor.
Give me like 5 minutes, please. I'll engage. I'm so sorry. Work-related stuff just appeared out of nowhere.
Understandable.
I'm sorry about that.
Understandable.
Like Warden can wake up in the tavern, and he would see no one, and if he would.
You mean wake up while I don't sleep at all?
Warden, you in this coming morning, it is not really a morning any longer, but in this morning, you heard talk between Ukrak and Liron about some shenanigans, and this time you just thought you won't engage. It seems stupid. You're not sure what they wanted to do, but it seemed certainly very stupid. Today you will much rather read a potentially interesting chapter on your book on poisons.
Ah, yes, the Book of Poison.
And I guess after reading it, it wasn't that interesting. You find yourself in the lobby doing, I don't know, what would you do?
Darn choices.
What would Warden do if he was in civilization with no one to pull him?
I will search for a library so I can find some information about the laws of this location.
Very interesting.
Perhaps even ask the local enforcement, whatever dudes, like where might I find the laws?
Sure. I guess roll for investigation.
Oh no.
The guardsmen scratch their head, and as you mention the word library, then they say, Yeah, sure. I guess the library would have laws on Neurometer. Definitely. You should check the library.
Can I try to roll for like insight to understand maybe the guy himself doesn't know the law fully?
Sure.
I see today is a lucky number day.
Hmm. It might be that he doesn't understand law, or it might be that he's just not sure where you know where you might find history on it, or like books on it. Given that he's a guardsman, he doesn't really require to know law that much.
I thank the man of guard and go to the library.
The Library of Neverwinter. Definitely. Not the most fanciest library you've been to before, but definitely something of sizable nature. Could host many thousands of books, definitely.
I step up to the receptionist and greet her, him, it.
Welcome.
Where might I acquire books about the laws?
Yes, legislations. The second floor, aisle 13.
Thank you. And as I start moving away, I quickly stop and also ask, do you also have any books about Warforges?
I don't. We might have some fairy tales, maybe, but you could all. I guess you could go to the mythology section. They might told something about it.
I thank the receptionist and go to the whatever the law shelf was.
You find many books on laws, many books. Some are histories of previous court cases and different legislations, and even many like written records of some procedures.
Do I note that laws are being changed quite often?
Roll for investigation. Maybe not. There's a lot of paperwork to go through. And what would even constitute changing often?
Like every couple of years, not like over 10-year period, rather like...
Well, then the answer is yes. Every couple of years, there is definitely room for many laws to upbring.
I make mental note of Humis making a lot of law changes. And as I shuffle through the books, my curiosity takes to the fantasy section to look books about Warforges.
Sure. Roll me history.
So many rolls. This is the most roll intensive thing I've done. History. Hold up. I will use my lucky feat. and it sucks. So it's
13.
God damn it, I have like +10 on it.
Oh yeah, you do. Well, must not be your day today.
Yeah, it's not my day today. Maybe later on in the event, it's like I will throw a frog, and it's like a critical all the time.
Along with the law searching, you do, and being in the mythology section, you do spend a decent amount of time in the library as you shuffle through books. You see the sun slowly starting to set already as you go through the different books on gods, religions, mythos, and so forth. There is some general info on some of the stories of Warforges, as they dictate, or some say that they were creations made by dwarves. Some others say they're machinations of magic, and depends on the story from story. There are some that are emotional, some that are quite stoic, and many that are violent. So in that regard, you find that in history there have been many Warforges. Whether these stories are true or not, who can say? But for certain it is that not much is really known history-wise. It's more about stories and information passed on from people to people.
How are they usually depicted as?
Depends on the story. Some stories they're heroes, some stories they're the villains. They might be created by some holy magics, or other times they are the machinations of devils.
I see.
And of course the question is, how do you fit in here? Who created you? And under what conditions?
Maybe that is one question that I am seeking for. And I put away the books as I see that the sun has set or whatever, and then I think to myself that I should refresh my prisoners. So I leave the library to return to the carriage to refresh all of them. Water my plants.
I'm back.
I'm back.
You go back from the library, and I'd assume you would have already refreshed your undead at the morning, no?
Yeah, I usually do it in the morning, yeah.
So you have done that already. Otherwise, they would be causing a ruckus in the middle of the streets. That would be not good.
Yes, you can usually just presume that every morning I just refresh them. So,
exactly. But for now, at least today, your findings are inadequate. You did find at least there are supposedly many of you out there, but who they are or under what conditions or from where they came from, that is unknown. So Dima, can you play?
Can you repeat the question?
Can you play, or do you still have work to do?
Yeah, I'm done. I can play.
Okay. Do you wish to speak to Sir Greg, or do you wish to huddle on out after introducing yourself?
Well, I kind of feel bad that Sir Ukrak doesn't join me in this conversation.
Well, you know, the breakfast wasn't quite to his liking. Given the early nature of the afternoon drinking, I guess it Didn't feel quite good.
Can you remind me my title in Elturel, please?
That is a good question. That is a good question.
Yep.
You know what? Since we're already here, I guess we can like make it. Yeah. What are the noble titles of? Wow. Oh wait, these are definitely not that. Ranks of the Watch. Interesting. It's interesting. Like a baron, like a low noble. Yeah. A baron. At least from here it goes like baron, count, marquess, duke, prince, king. So yeah, like a low ranking noble. Though in most cases the rank doesn't really matter. Yes. Yes.
Yes, I shall try to approach the man.
As he finishes another joke, the public laughs, or the five listening to him, and you grab his attention. Well met, sir. What brings you here?
And good day to you. I'm here to get. Fuck no, I cannot do that. Talk without Ukrak. Sorry, let's keep that till he returns.
You start bumbling, and then you do a 180 and you run out of the tavern.
Yes.
Whatever he might have said as you ran. Actually, you can roll perception.
Oh no.
Nah, it doesn't matter. You heard nothing.
Great.
You were underprepared, slightly embarrassed, and you dash out. I'm sure Ukrak can handle himself.
Oh no, I will return for Ukrak. No, I will take. No, I'm not leaving the tavern. I'm just going hiding behind his back and kind of pulling him out and leaving the tavern with him. Hiding his shadow or something.
Sure. You take the slightly drunk, slightly ill Ukrak and you take him where?
We return to the tavern, the main, where we slept.
Very nice, very nice. As you reach the tavern, Ukrak hastily stomps upstairs and goes to his room. But you, however, you see there's Orin there. Warden, who knows where Warden is? Is it still like in a little bit past afternoon or something?
I go and greet them.
I guess Warden left a note to Orin that he went to the library. No? Yes?
No.
Okay, good. What does Orin do when no one's there?
Orin is sharpening his axe.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah, that's what he does.
So now there's Liron and there's Orin. Watching out, seeing the people bustling about. Slight wind breezing through. Seems to be a decently nice day, apart from the hubbub of the city, metropolis, the slight stench of sewer here and there. An adequate day to do something, or if not, I don't know. Maybe a vacation is what you have earned yourself. Who knows? Hit the sack early, or maybe go through your books, rethink your ideas.
I greet Orin and go to his table.
I'm not sitting at the table. I'm
Or
probably sitting just randomly somewhere.
I'd assume somewhere like further apart.
At least a chair.
I
from
bet he
others.
just sits in a corner of the inn, just like the shaded corner, like the only shaded corner, and just stares towards the exit door, just like quietly sharpening, and all the sparks slowly fading and showing his face, just staring.
Exactly.
Menacingly looking at all the
Sure.
new people coming in.
Exactly. Let's do it like that. Not ominous at all.
You look ominous today.
Hmm.
How was the night?
The night, peaceful.
Yeah.
The travel, quite fun. Tell me, do we have any tasks, missions, or quests?
Well, we met old friend of ours, Ukraine, and he proposed us to acquire one book for him.
A book? Anything interesting in that book?
He potentially said that there might be a genie in the book, but we have to research on that.
A genie
And-
in a book.
Yes.
Don't they usually sit in lamps?
Well, you have to rub it to understand, or if it worked that way. I'm not sure.
I mean,
I have
rubbing the
never
book
seen a-
sounds weird.
Yes. But on the other hand, I have never seen a genie.
No, I've only heard stories. Never seen one.
Hold
But
on.
sounds like something fun.
Actually, we met one in Hell.
Oh, you did?
Yes, Genazi, and he was.
Was he as giant as they say it is?
I would say it was. She was kind of average size, but totally blue.
So anticlimactic.
Yes. I
Alright.
guess.
Any other tasks apart from finding this genie book?
I guess we might just look around and see what's the situation in the city. How devastating it is or not.
Sure. Where's Warden?
I have no idea. I haven't seen him in the morning. Isn't he with his prisoners?
Haven't seen them.
I guess let's go check the barn.
Sure. And I follow the paladin.
You go to look for Warden.
In, I guess we left the skeletons in the wagon, in the stables. Well, that's my assumption, and I go seek for him.
No, he's not. In fact, huddling and having fun with his summons.
That's odd. I hope nothing bad happened to him. I go to let's go to bartender and ask maybe he knows something.
Sure.
Warden, did you tell the bartender where you're going?
Did the bartender ask me?
No.
Why should I tell then?
Exactly. He says, after you and Ukra went on your whatever, he eventually also left.
Oh, I guess we have to wait for him in this case.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Please, bartender, serve us breakfast.
I'd rather serve you lunch by now, I guess.
I'll take a beer. An ale, not a beer. Back then they had ale.
Then lunch it is.
Sure. You get some generic meal. You get some generic ale. Nothing especially delicious or special, just usual.
Exactly as you would expect from an average tavern inn.
An averagely priced inn. He corrects you.
My apologies.
I guess as a side note, I tell the story about the brave soldier that owns the was it padrones of that the magical item that I'm looking for, and that he was lost in the he was seen last time in the slums area. And I guess meanwhile we sit, we talk, and we wait for Warden to come back.
Talking about magical, do you know any magical weapons?
If you mean like to acquire, then unfortunately no. But we can ask in Candlekeep. That's the next destination when we're gonna search for the book.
If you do not wish to complete your own quest, whatever it was.
So it's like one way or the another.
No. You can do it after also, whenever. It just seemed like currently it was more of a priority for you, but you might whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. My shyness kicks in too hard today.
It's just the only thing that matters is depending on which you do first, we get to introduce Hannibal in a different character. Yes.
Wait.
Yes.
Which what? Which one do we have to pick?
He hasn't told you the thing that they did last time, so you do not know.
Okay.
Or what they plan to do, I guess, is more correct.
Yeah, I think I heard stories about it, but not in game. In game, I'm completely oblivious.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, I guess you spent whatever till evening doing whatever.
I'm like standing on the kind of rooftop and looking around. Totally not menacing. Well,
you climb on top of the roof and you look around.
I want
to need to do a climb check for that.
Is there anything you wish to find?
I wish to find the signs of people oppression in the city, or not, or the opposite.
Could you repeat that? People do what now?
I would like to find the oppression of common folks in the city. Or the opposite.
I smell oppression. Where is it? Very well. No, I guess you don't have to climb it, given that you have all evening to do it. You go up to the highest floor and then you kind of chimney your way up there. Or, I don't know, cast fly spell or something, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you look out Roll for perception. You look out beyond the wondering, where is the oppression that I've heard so much about? What I've heard once about. Did the tavern keep lie to me? I smell it. Where is it?
It is so thick I can taste it on my tongue.
Mm. You see people going about, doing their business. Where is it? It must be here somewhere. But around you, it seems like might it be further back, maybe beyond where your eyes can see. But it must be somewhere there. It must be somewhere around here.
Just think, Timo, where could you find oppression?
But currently, around the, I don't know, whatever this district currently is, it sounds like mid-class business district, I guess. You do not see it visibly, the oppression, but you're quite sure because the barman said that it must be somewhere. All you see are sad people walking about. Sad because they cannot go outside, they cannot go inside of the city, of course. And maybe something else. I don't know. You'd have to ask them.
I guess I go inside the bar and just listen to the stories.
But in your eyes, the people walking by are definitely sad because of something. Might it be oppression?
Exactly.
Who knows? Yeah, sure. You spend the rest of the till evening listening people, doing slightly sipping your drink and then changing seats so you're closer to people talking. And in general, you hear like normal problems, I suppose. The occasional losing of a job, being more difficult to get into a sector. The job being, I guess, in general unpleasant, or someone laughing at least the immigrants don't take our jobs this time. Ha 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 ha, they laugh, and then they think, but also there's no trades. There's not a lot of trades. The occasional crime here and there, or like, mostly petty, but the missing people, that happens every now and then, I guess they say. And life goes by. Here, one of them even says, and then they drink. And as day turn to early night, Warden reappears in a puff of smoke. If Warden has emotions, then he's slightly, I guess, I don't know, whatever. I guess Warden can decide that, whether any emotion shows on his face, or if he can even show emotion.
My face is as dull as always. It is as dull as the pencil after exam day.
How was your day, Warden?
I went to the library.
Where
It
is
was
he?
educational.
What did you find there?
Nothing good.
That's sad.
Perhaps. I noticed that a lot of humans change their law quite frequently.
So, do you feel something about it?
Why should I feel something about it?
I guess that's just an observation on your behalf.
It's curious that they cannot find a suitable law that fits for a longer period of time rather than just few years. As if they are unable to make up their minds.
You potentially might look at that on the other side. It's just there isn't like there is no one that can predict every border and every edge case. So they just like increase, like amend and specify the laws.
But does that not increase the probability of failure, as in someone changing the law into their favor?
That might be potentially true. But that I guess that's the problem of the people who actually create the law. So that they potentially make the laws in their favor.
Yes, even though the law should be done in a way that considers those it is made for. But enough of that. What have you done today?
I had a crazy idea that I might pull out. I guess I'm kind of sad that the city is like so locked, and the management does a poor job, like providing people with decent trade and such. But I have to investigate on that matter a bit more.
What have you found so far?
Just random talk of missing people and hard to trade complaints.
Missing people?
Yes.
Where? Why? Who?
I look around. Do I see the person who were speaking about the missing people?
Roll for perception. Yes, roll for perception. It has a different connotation, but whatever. No, I guess he has left for the night. Guess he had his drink and buggered off.
I don't see that person anymore. But on the other hand, I kind of know the place where the nobles are gathered, so we can get some information. We could get more information out of them.
Oh, also you can, Liron, you can also roll for insight to how you interpret lost people. It didn't seem like something very specific, but more like how the man said it being abnormal nowadays, it happening, and people just accept it.
I expressed that to Warden.
What do you specifically express?
So that people are kind of giving up and they are accept the regular casualties. Yeah. like regular disappearings. But we are not totally sure who does that.
I would, yeah, whatever.
Does my brain wants to talk with me?
It's fine if you interpret it that way. Sure.
I inquire further. Is it something we should look into?
I would definitely try to investigate something more about that. Because potentially we have the all the resources to improve the people's lives. Well, or at least to try.
But have you done so? Searching information then?
We had a crazy idea to approach the nobles and ask around about the other nobles that in the city court, so we could get some more information. And potentially, should I? How I would explain that to Warden?
I don't know. How would you?
Well,
okay. You want to explain your plan in a specific way. You understand this?
Yeah, that's
If
what
at
I'm
all.
talking about.
Okay, good. I thought I doubt.
Well, yeah. So, I lost my thought. Yeah, because we actually have the ability to improve the people's lives here if we really want to. And I look like the menacing smile appears on my face.
I'm not sure. Roll for insight to read between the lines. If you want to, otherwise you can just.
I'm gonna play my character.
Okay. What?
I'm just gonna be blunt character. Don't worry, I'm not gonna roll insight.
Very good.
I just go off with the fact that he smiles. I'm like, Warden just quietly stares. He's like half menaced because you don't know what his like expression is. He just stares at you, and then he says, "I see that improving people's lives gives you happiness. That is good to know."
That's true.
So how are you trying to improve their lives then? What are the plans?
I look around. Is there like people standing next to us? If so, we take like the corner table.
You want to sit next to someone else?
No, I wish to sit along with
sure.
Warden and Orin if he wants to join.
You drag the table to the same corner that is that Orin previously sat in. That is very dark, definitely very dark, and no one around.
Yes. So, yeah, we potentially might do the rebellion without causing any casualties.
Did you just say rebellion?
Yes.
But I thought you were trying to improve people's lives.
Yes, in a way. We potentially might swap the queen. Then this, like, you remember the friend of ours, the Lancelot?
I do.
The imp.
Yes,
that
I
asked
do.
us to find the vessel for him.
Yes, the minion from hell. Yes, go on.
So potentially we just might propose to Queen to swap the places with him and kindly go to hell.
And then Warden just like confusing voice in the background asks like, but why?
Like I said, to improve the people's lives here. But that's
by replacing the queen.
I'm sorry, I have to interrupt here. What the fuck?
You wish to replace the queen with the minion of hell because
because in this case we can change the management and do improvements ourselves.
Like
This.
No, you can express yourself, I guess.
like what improvements, Liron?
For example, open the trade.
I mean,
But-
there's clearly better ways to improve the community and the better, like, welfare of the people.
Well, I'm open to
Swapping it with-
conversation.
I mean, if you want to do it like that, why not just march into the throne room? Sorry, Warden.
That's the thing. By marching I'm not truly sure that we should do that, but that's totally an option. Like, this is the question: like, would the action would worth the outcome? Like, if the outcome would be beneficial for community. Because if we would put somewhere, like if someone else that has the different opinion of ruling the city would try to march and take the place, I adopt that. I pretty much sure that we won't get to avoid the bloodshedding.
So I presume you have done research of why the trade is so restricted currently.
That's a good point.
Also, what would assure that whoever we throw as the new replacement queen, king, whatever, is going to be accepted?
Well, that's the thing. The queen will stay, but the soul will be the other. So no one would notice, and we can iterate, just do the changes interactively.
So basically what you're saying is you're overthrowing the country and taking hold of the kingdom. I just want to know exactly what we're getting ourselves into. That's all.
Yes. I don't see myself as none of us would get to rule that openly. That's the thing. I do not have the high impression because we can do the change and that's it. We can try to government from shadow propose, but either way it wouldn't be us that in the end would change. We could ask for something, but yeah. Go on.
So Lancelot would be the queen.
Yes.
And he is a reliable person because he's from Hell.
Well, technically, that's the thing. I don't imagine that he would, even though if the swap would happen, I don't imagine that he could potentially handle everything on its own. I would ask Zariel for help.
Why not just simply charm the queen then?
By charm, you mean the magic or the persuasion?
Magic.
Because the magic lasts for a certain amount of time. I mean,
actually.
And you trust Lancelot because
Well, we dragged him out of the. Yes, we did a favor for him, and he did a favor for us, and we. Yes, Warden, you were with us, and you know the situation with him.
Yes, but why would you trust him?
I would, I guess, trust as much as I would trust any other. So the thing you're asking that he might be just rebellious and do whatever.
Betray us, yes.
Yeah. I guess that's the time. That's the moment when I would ask Zariel to step in, and I guess send more than one imp to handle situation and give the favor.
And you trust Zeriel because
Well, I kind of work for her. It's not a matter of trust, I guess. You know her goals, and based on that, you can assume what she'll do next.
I assume she would plummet the whole city into hell.
I hope she won't do that.
See, we
And
can't
we
rely
could-
on hope. We have to be certain, because if we're gonna do this, then I don't feel comfortable just giving an entire kingdom to somebody in hell who might send the entire kingdom to hell, ending up with a barren wasteland.
I guess that's the thing that happened to Elturel, and we could do this a bit differently and not plummet the city into hell, but just try to create the. I need to check the vocabulary.
Mhm.
The. Yeah, it's like order of devoted knights that could be trained and given to servitude to her directly. And not just like some random peasants with the pitchforks.
And you trust that Lancelot will not do a separate deal with Zeriel because why?
That's a good point, and I have no idea. Yes. The answer is yes. I cannot be sure and certain if that happens or not.
The plan
Nice.
sounds rather shaky, but technically it depends. First, I would still rather be interested in why is the trade closed and are people actually being suppressed? As in, is there really an action to act? Or is this another shenanigan? Tappity tap tap.
Yes.
Have you decided not to decide?
Let's. I guess let's start with simple stuff and check if the oppression actually happening, and just to get to know why there are missing people and why it's hard to trade. Or just go and freaking get the book with Hannibal, the mage.
Cleric.
So that's my cards, and they're open on the table.
I guess let's go deal with the book.
For now.
Get the quest done, and then we can do the open quest. Maybe Ukra comes back and also raises hell.
Good one. Since we can actually do the trading now, and we have short route from Elturel to, well, kind of short route. I can buy here the anything that's valuable for the town development and kind of sell there in Elturel.
Yeah, but we don't have a shop built up yet.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and we have nothing, nowhere to store the goods anyway.
Yep.
Yep. So I guess then to the teleport circle we go.
Yes. Perhaps in the morning,
In
because otherwise the dude might be sleeping also.
yeah. If you want, I want the Yeah. Yes. Let's do that in the morning.
Does any of you have teleport or like whatever it was called, teleport circle?
Yes, Warden has.
Okay. Cool.
He taught me the spell, yes.
Cool, very cool. Slightly confused and slightly baffled, you go to bed, or who needs to bed, I guess, or spend the night drinking, I don't know, mingling with the fellows, what else? But it's the next day. Early morning, have your breakfast maybe. One by one, you get up, with the exception of the warden, of course. He does his morning routine of "Halakabam, you're no longer a bloodthirsty skeleton, you're under my control, blah blah blah." Yes, does not need sleep. But who needs to eat? I guess you have gathered up around the table, stuffing your faces full of whatever is deemed edible here. It is adequate, of no particularly interesting combinations, nothing that fancy. It's adequate.
I guess if everyone else is ready also, then we go to the clubhouse or whatever it was, where we can use the teleportation circle. So I don't have to draw my own.
What is in the clubhouse?
That's not how it works. Read the spell again.
I know I have to draw a circle that connects me to the blah blah blah.
You can cast it anywhere, basically.
Yes, but pay 50 gold.
You have to cast 50 gold anyway, yes.
But the question, the town had the portal. Can we
I
use
don't
that?
think, like, if you use a permanent circle from it, you will still have to, I think, spend it.
Well, you can create a permanent teleportation circle, which means technically that you could use it.
No, a permanent circle is a destination point. That means that you have created a place where you can now teleport to.
Okay, yeah, it's location to a permanent teleportation circle.
I would translate it as the teleportation circle that you start from is different from the destination one. Like the destination one is just like a fancy destination spot that does not like is not consumed when teleporting to, but your start spot is. But I don't know. That's up for the, I guess,
Okay.
scrutiny.
I gather me merry companions and then I abracadinkelberg and I cast the teleportation circle.
Let's see.
Maybe we go.
Well, I guess they have. Yeah, it's not a teleportation circle spell. Yeah. Yes. So I guess I have, according to this stack exchange, I have interpreted it correctly. Cool.
What did Timo you wanted to say?
No, I didn't want to say anything.
I was thinking about the lumber mill that was standing like next to the city. It potentially could be easier. I was thinking about the freaking resources,
Okay.
and I was thinking about the freaking prison to buy the prisoners. Kind of, you know.
Do you want to go to buy prisoners right now?
Since we're going forward, I guess a bit later.
Okay. Then we
I
teleport,
guess-
yes?
Halakazam and all the shiny metals with the gold
Yes.
and whoosh. You great. Yeah, that is. I guess everyone that is around the circle gets teleported. Range
friend,
10
yes.
feet. Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
And if need be, then the corpse bag of Ukrag also.
Shimmering portal opens within the circle you draw and remains open until the end of your next turn. Okay. It's a 10 feet circle. So the question is, how many bodies can you press through?
It says until the end of your next turn. So if there's like 100 people in the turn, I guess.
I
That's
mean,
like a loophole.
technically, so if you calculate it, then around last 6 seconds, right?
Yes, but rounds are taken by one turn by one turn. So if you have like an army next by that have like the run range, then technically all of them should be able to pass through because they're in the range of one round.
Well, yeah, in D&D, everybody makes their action in that 6 seconds, which means that you can technically speed up any object by passing it over to the next person to hundreds of kilometers per hour. But technically, I don't know, it's DM's discretion on how many actually manage to pass through before the portal closes.
I guess it's a logical number until we encounter when we have too many people. Right now it's only me, Liron, and Orin.
And your 40 troops.
Oh, those
Yes.
two. Okay.
And
Well,
the carriage.
that's why I said
Unless you
DM's
wish to
discretion.
not bring them with you.
I know if you let me take them, I will take them.
I
You
would
kind
be.
of have to if the quest is longer than a day.
Yes. So
Is the quest longer than a day?
I don't know.
So what we're going after the book, right?
Yes.
As the DM cautiously mentioned it, then I might want to try to take my prisoners, yes.
Maybe it would make sense then that it would take more than one portal to take them through.
Well, why? We just put those in the carriage and just like up you go with the horses. It would be like a carriage full of skeletons and such.
How long does it take?
6 seconds is one round. Like
No. I mean the carriage ride.
Yes, I want to take the stagecoach as well, and the horses. Basically full pack.
Yes, but I have to be with the skeletons anyway, because otherwise if it takes more than one day, then you have an army of skeletons attacking you.
Okay, you know what? I'll stop you there. It's a pointless discussion. You can all fit this.
Ah, yes, we all squeeze in.
Amazing.
Okay, we pop out on the other side.
Magical effects and so forth, and you appear what seems to be an enclosed space that has a man there. He goes, "Ah, visitors.
Ah,
Visitors.
Oh, a lot of you. Interesting. Welcome to Candlekeep." As he opens the doors to the city.
thank you for having us once more.
You're not outside, you're inside, you're just inside of a house that has the permanent circle inside of it.
I can still be polite, you know.
I look around for the exit door that kind of fits everything that we brought here, including horses and stagecoach and other.
I
stuff.
guess they have taken it into account, seeing as you fit through.
Amazing.
I shake my head
Really?
in disbelief. In disbelief.
It's a magical room
No, it's just a big room.
with a magical
The men
portal.
have taken account countless, I guess, details concerning the planning of this room.
Yeah, someone just takes a boat in, like honk honk.
No, a manor wall.
I have a feeling like a boat wouldn't fit.
How big of a boat?
It's 10 by 10 feet. If it's a small boat,
frigate.
I guess, yeah.
Okay, so a frigate won't fit either.
I guess.
10 by 10 feet, how tall? Oh, no, never mind. I know 10 by 10 by what?
By 10,
Oh, okay, it's 10 square.
I guess. I don't know.
Actually, frigate might actually fit in, but not the manor wall.
I think those are a bit bigger than 10 by 10 feet.
Yes, perhaps.
Anywho, the world is your oyster. You are in Candlekeep, where many snobby people live, and many more know how to cast magic.
Oh, that's so fancy. That's my type of people. So I would like to use my background as a librarian researcher and look for information in the books about the book.
I look in the books for the book of the book.
Exactly.
The book.
You go into a library to find information on a book.
Yes.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Do you ask anyone, or do you just start going through books?
Out of one book.
I imagine like Liron.
Section A.
Sorry, I imagine that like Liron comes in and starts like just ravaging through all the books and throwing them around.
Where is my book? I cannot find it. Oh, only 10,000 books to go.
I go to the librarian first and politely ask, like, does he have any notes about the
Yes,
the
Daddy.
book that we are searching?
You gotta speak up. What are you searching for?
Warren, do you remember the name of the book that we are searching for?
You're looking for a dude, not a book.
Well, we're supposed to get the book as well.
You're for a book.
Or we don't know the name of the book.
Sunny, if you don't say anything about the book, I cannot find you the book, because there are many books inside this large mausoleum of a library.
Warren, do we have a name of the book?
I cannot remember.
Do you remember the author, maybe?
I would
Why
like to
did you come here looking for the said book?
I try to use my intelligence to browse the memory in my head.
We came
I
for a
don't-
dude that deciphers the book also. Like it's connected.
Dude,
Do you
and
remember the
why,
name of the dude?
why do you
No.
need said book?
I'm not talking to the lady. I'm talking to Liron.
Oh.
That's
Please,
a
lady, do
pure-
not listen. I'm talking to my friend here. It is rude to listen on others' conversations. Understandable.
So
While the
DM.
lady was shoot off, I'm gonna tap the shoulder of the lady and ask, "Do you have a book, perhaps, about magical beasts and where to find them?"
Oh, fourth floor.
Fourth floor.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Magical
And
beasts and where to find them. Fourth floor. Knock yourself
I'm-
out.
I'm heading to the fourth floor. I mean, at the same time, Genie is a magical beast. Is it? Maybe. Who cares?
Oh, merciful DM. May we use our intelligence roll to remember who the hell we're looking for? Or shall you tell us the information by mercy?
Oh God in the sky, will you be merciful?
Oh, the ominous voice that we hear so often.
I don't know. It would be more interesting if you didn't know. Sure, whatever. You say the name of the book, and she goes, "Oh, that's not a usual book now, is it?" She goes through her magical tablet of registry, leafing through it. Oh, yes. Yeah. The book that cannot be opened, she says.
Yes, that sounds correct enough.
Except by the chosen one.
Oh, it seems like it's loaned out by one Hannibal. So I'm awfully sorry to say, but it seems like it's not in the library.
What a coincidence. We're actually looking for Hannibal as well.
Oh,
May you tell us where we can find him?
I'm sorry, I cannot give private information out of people on like that. No, I do not know where they live. It would be weird if a librarian knew where you lived.
But where do you send the mail of reminder of the books then?
What was that, Sonny? Speak up.
How do you know where to send the reminder of the books then?
Well, we do not. We go on a witch hunt.
That's just amazing.
How might we find a method of finding this Hannibal?
This animal? You mean? This man? You mean? Okay, yeah.
Yes, man
Well,
Hannibal.
your guess is as good as mine. I guess
You have to go on a witch hunt.
you'll have to go on
So-
your own witch hunt. I guess. Yes.
Do you have torches lying around? Or pitchforks?
Complimentary torches right next to the exit with pitchforks.
Oh no, that's so unsophisticated. We have tasers.
Get your tasers here, just take it from the bucket.
Get your tasers. Red, blues, whites, any taser shooting to your color.
Don't forget, it's not the correct tasing if you don't use the whole battery.
Besides,
No. Remember, it's not. You're not tasing correctly unless the target is smoking.
it's
Yes,
a
Lord.
fire hazard. It's a fire. You know, you wouldn't want to burn all these lovely books now, would you?
I turn to Liron. Liron, you have skills of socialization and stuff. Perhaps you can find Hannibal. And then I look to the book sides, and maybe Orin.
I'm on the 4th floor.
Yeah,
I guess at least we know where to find Orin. We can search for the Hannibal. So, come on, like we're all friends here. We definitely, I suggest you like definitely share the private information with us.
Fucking Christ.
I like the wording. I suggest you share the information.
Probably not.
Ladies say that they don't have any info on it.
Do you know for sure or not?
It is a wisdom saving throw. She's an old lady. She's got a lot of wisdom.
She has all the wisdom, but there's a maximum of 18 by the score or something like that. Or 20,
What?
I can't remember.
20.
20 is the maximum, so she can't go over the maximum.
Wait, what do you mean maximum?
Like wisdom.
You can be the max. For player characters, the maximum is 20, yes.
Oh yeah, or okay. Forgive me, Master. It's the NPC. Yes, they might have like 95 wisdom apparently.
Also, they might be proficient in it. That adds a lot more than set modifier of 5. Oops. Roll wrong command. Oh, what was it? Okay. Oh yeah. Come on. I'm having trouble typing today. I might be an old lady. Oh, would you look at that? Very interesting. Sonny, in a city full of sorcerers, I would not recommend you casting any more spells, she says. Now, you either tell me who brought you here or why you came here, or I cannot help you.
I'm totally looking for the Hannibal. And the book that you have no clues of.
No, yet again, makes no sense. Why are you looking for the boy? Why are you looking for the book?
Well, sometimes you want to get a new acquaintances. And
where did you learn about said book? This is not a well-known book. This is a very rare book, actually. A book so rare that it has been forgotten even inside the building, even inside this city. So how would you know about this book?
How would this Hannibal know of this book?
How would I know?
I wasn't there. I can't ask that question. Sorry.
Oh yeah, you're on the 4th floor.
I was doing a snappy remark on what Liron could have asked.
You could be standing next to him and say that yourself.
Yeah, suddenly over the shoulder looking at the beast book. I mean, how did that improve? Well, okay, let's do it like that. I'm just walking around trying to understand these books and where to find my next beast to slay. I happen to be on the page of Tarask. Maybe too strong.
Seems to be of equal might.
Yeah, right. In my dreams. I've seen what they've done with the Tarask in 5th edition. No way I'm gonna kill that.
Well, not now, but, with a little bit of help on here and there.
Yeah, and everywhere else as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, why was this Hannibal looking for this book? I ask, and just walk past the guys again, continuing to read my book.
You walk down the 3 flight of stairs and go and meet them and ask them the question.
Okay, that's a little bit unrealistic. So yeah.
Yes. I guess we do the talk with Pardon together. Wolf. Yes. We did the talk.
We did the talk. What?
We do the talk
You
ourselves.
do the talk.
Yes.
Do the talk?
The conversation
Uh,
is without me.
Ah, yes, sure, yeah.
I asked, what's so special about that book? Like, why? I'm totally interested in any research related to book. You know.
Well, in the notes section it says can't open.
So, is it kind of a forbidden book to be
No,
open?
you cannot open the book physically or magically. You cannot pry the fucking thing apart, you know, to read what's inside. So we have no idea what this. The only clue is the Sikran, a known sorcerer that, or was it the wizard? A known wizard that's no longer in Candlekeep. He donated it here, or I don't know. Actually, I think it got here somehow, like about 10 years ago. It was a popular puzzle to solve, an inopenable puzzle, insolvable puzzle that the people got tired of because you cannot open it.
And in a city of wizards and casters, nobody was able to open it.
No.
Well, I guess I'm the next man to do the challenge.
Knock yourself out the moment that Hannibal returns the book, I guess. Or you find the boy. I don't know.
Can you at least explain how did it look like?
Explain what now?
Can you explain how the boy looked like?
The book? Well,
no, the boy.
The boy? I don't know. Hannibal, what do you look like? Well, there you go, Sonny. No idea.
Greetings, old woman.
And there he is. Oh, would you look at that? He came to return.
Sorry for interrupting your conversation here. Here's the book. Thank you.
Okay, Hannibal, two things. You only know two things. You had should I actually write it to you? I don't know. How much do you want to keep your backstory secret? Because you have no backstory currently, right?
Well,
it's the most secretest backstory ever.
I've heard of those, but never seen one.
You have backstory, but you do not remember it any longer. You have partial amnesia.
I have somewhat of a backstory, yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe I should write it down.
If you have it actually thought out or written, then yes, show me. Otherwise,
in that case, yeah, then you can go ahead.
So currently, no backstory.
Yeah, no backstory.
Cool. You have partial amnesia due to some form of trauma. And you decided to, in order to alleviate it, to take a rest, you decided to, I guess, submerge yourself in the studies of Candlekeep, where you learned how to be a cleric. Maybe you seeked overworldly, I guess, solutions. Maybe a deity would have helped you, or a god would have helped you in your time of crisis. And it has been, I guess, 3 or so years since you've been here. And maybe eventually you'll even overcome your trauma and remember who you were. But for now, you are just, I guess, Hannibal. You're a cleric. And you got a letter. You got a letter. I'll write you the letter right now, just in case you want to decide on how to convey this message yourself. Yes, 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 yes. Hmm. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Ah, okay, you had a backstory. Okay. Actually, I guess we could do a break while I read this.
Up to you. Like, if you want, we can do either this backstory or the one that you said.
We will see how well this goes
Okay.
together with it, and then we will decide. My backstory for you is interesting. So yours might be better or might be worse. We will see. But yes, let's do a small break while I read through this, and then we will get back here. Like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, I will grab a smoke then.
Night, BRB.
Okay. Women and children, I am ready.
Me too.
Go on.
So yes, Hannibal, that was basically just a description of your character class. So yeah, just pick a god. You can name him yourself. You can think what your god did yourself if you wish, or you can just pick one from there, and then think like you don't have to think it right now, but during the course of the next couple of sessions, it would be nice for you to think like what your character wants to do in the future, or the near future, or long future. And then during like the next maybe, I don't know, 5 sessions or so, if you still haven't thought of what your character might have done in the past, then we will go with what I thought.
Yeah, okay.
Otherwise, yeah, there's still time, like take your time, think. If you want to flesh out your character, you don't have to. Just there are options. And yeah. For now, you are a level 1 cleric, a young clergy, have done many things to the monastery. Of course, you've been here for 3 years. You know people around here in Candlekeep in general. And now, like I guess 3 weeks ago or so, you got said letter that said these type of things. And if you found it this way, then it is a potential chance to get more excitement in your life.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yes, you magically appear in the library. I guess you heard the huge ruckus of three buffoons trying to find out who is Hannibal and where is the book.
I am the said Hannibal that you have been looking for. I assume they're not here.
I'm on the 4th floor, so.
Oh, that's marvelous. Saves us time to search for you. The Sleeky Pete kind of sent us to search for you. He said to find you in the book.
Yeah, he provided me with the letter and said that he will send, I assume, you after me. And if you don't mind, I would like to follow you to the journey and find my path along the way.
What is this path you speak of?
Currently, I don't know. I would like to see what life throws at us, or at me rather. I want to make Helm proud of me and share his prophecy with, not prophecy, but share his teaching with others.
Helm is a god, a decently popular one, so you know it for the others.
Warden turns towards Liron. Either he is like you or like Frodo.
I would say more like Frodo.
Why?
Well, in a way, we are kind of all together, but I guess he's got kind of less demanding.
I guess as long as he doesn't get as cocky as Frodo was.
Who is the
That's
said
it.
Frodo?
Do not worry about him. He was a child.
He was a child.
Well, he now tries to become a man on his solo journey.
One day, perhaps he will achieve it. That said, let us retrieve Orin and return to Leaky Pete.
Do I find any interesting monsters that are, well, in the closer regions that
That
we
you
might
could defeat.
hunt for later?
That you could defeat, or just that might be a decent challenge, but not life-threatening.
That the 3 could defeat?
Can I ask you one important question?
Yes.
Since it's like in a middle-aged times something, can you actually know how to read? I think I ask everyone.
I see pictures. There are picture books. There's maps and monster pictures.
It's
Okay.
actually a valid question.
And
I can't
actually,
remember what intelligence is. Reading intelligence.
And in 5th edition, illiteracy is not really a thing.
Yes. Mechanic-wise, everyone knows how to read and write at least common. But you can always, create a character that can't read. That's also possible if you so wish, but usually, yes, he can read and write.
In the languages that they can speak.
Yes, yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Okay.
But didn't you want to find beasts that you can slay?
Well, at this point, I'm stuck with you, so...
No, it doesn't matter. We can just stay on the back lines while you heroically just take on a Tarrasque or something.
I think my intelligence is not low enough to think I can actually beat a Tarrasque.
Yeah, but anything else? It's like,
you
do
can,
not worry,
you can
my
roll for investigation, or to see if you found someone that might pique your interest, that you as a group might be able to. Oh, okay. Yeah. There are like oozes, goblins, orcs.
Boring.
They seem. You're quite sure that you have already tested your might against these creatures. So there might be stronger versions of them somewhere. There are also all kinds of fish, like salmon, trout. That might be dinner someday. But also, yes, you found an interesting book on dragons, and you thought to yourself, soon.
Yeah. I can't rip out the page on the dragons, so later we can hunt them.
Why not?
Sure you can if you want.
I might be a barbarian, but I'm not a barbarian.
I might be a barbarian, but I'm not a brain-barian.
I'm not the barbaric barbarian.
Yeah. I still respect the property of others, okay?
I still respect the papers with squiggly lines on them.
I'll walk to the librarian and say, I will borrow this one.
Oh, yes. Take this pen. She gives you a pen. And write here your name.
See, I can read, but I do not know how to write.
No. That is perfectly fine. You just have to want to write. That is enough.
Okay. I'm certain that I know how to write, and I write my name, and it's performance. Let's say I try to write as pretty as possible.
Even before you start physically writing, your hand starts moving by itself, and it writes your name as you would normally, like in your own handwriting, but a little bit more readable.
Magical.
Ah, yes.
I like it.
Yes, this is technology, You are in Candlekeep, the land of technology, land of magic.
About magic, actually, give me half an hour. Books of magical relics and artifacts. Which floor?
maybe you would say something explicitly that you're searching for, so they could provide the direction.
Sure, if you wish to get some, then sure, there are many.
Fuck. But I don't know. I don't know
No,
weapons.
currently, she said books, so you can take whatever book in the shelves you wish. Like, there are many books on artifacts.
Okay,
It doesn't
I'll.
tell you where they are. It just tells you there are.
Can you point me to the 3 most common ones
3 most common books.
on artifacts and magical items found in Neverwinter?
Sure, I guess the more popular ones, I guess.
We
yeah.
are in Neverwinter, right?
No, you're in Candlekeep.
It's a
I mean,
wizard city.
region.
Candlekeep.
Ah, fuck it. Yes, I'll take.
Basically, how currently we have decided on is basically every city its own region, basically.
I'll
There's no
read on the books on this region. Grab the 3 books and that she directs me to, and I'll take those ones in addition to that monster book.
sure.
Late night reading.
You pick
Late
a
night
bunch of
light reading.
books on artifacts. But yeah, how the I guess Orin might not know, in character. I mean, but currently how we have, I guess, reached a point where there's no I guess I don't know, group of cities that create a singular governing structure. So it's more like the bigger cities kind of control the areas.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and there's always small bickerings between them on land and who owns what. But currently, it has been a long time of peace for a long time. No major wars have taken place, and the world hasn't been in danger of being engulfed by some planet-eating eldritch horror or whatnot.
Keyword yet, until we came along. Until the pizza delivery guys attacked.
And they opened the wrong book. Actually, I guess there are regions. Whatever.
And it was the Diary of the Cthulhu, if you remember the game.
If I spent enough time delving into the Faerun, I don't know, political structure, I would have maybe gotten it through, but for now, whatever, don't care. For now, let's keep it on a city by city basis.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got like 4 books or whatnot.
Appreciated.
Anything else? You Sunny's wish? Sunny's need?
Yeah, I'm good for now. Thank you very much.
Well, then have a nice day, she says. And don't forget to return the books.
I nod happily, walking away with them books.
Gordon, before we head out, Pete told me that I should give you Zikran's tome.
Why?
I don't know. He provided me with a letter asking me to give the book to the people that will come seeking me.
Very well. And I shall take the book, I guess. Do I die?
No.
Okay.
It's oh yeah, I haven't shown how it looks. It's not really
Yes,
that
please.
important, but whatever.
Do I have to write it down, or we just like keep in mind that I have it?
That's fine. You're gonna give it away probably soon anyway, or not. I don't know.
It's mine, precious.
So
I
the
can wish
book-
for anything. I wish everyone were a
So
prisoner.
it's a blue lettered down book. It's quite hefty, having well, in the image it has more pages than it has, but it has like maybe upwards of maximum 200 pages. And on the front is a marble panel that says Sacred Sepirian Dome. And of course on the side is a hefty lock that is still in lock.
I twiddle with it.
It's one of those days that I regret not taking the ability to look through the walls and solid objects.
Why would you not want to go through solid objects?
Sorry? Can you repeat?
Why?
I could look through the pages of the book literally, I guess, in this case.
Can you X-ray for book pages and text on it?
No, I cannot.
Well, technically that's magical wizard stuff, so I don't know how the layers work here. So yeah.
Like an onion.
But I twiddle with the lock, so like opening it, and I ask Hannibal. So I presume you have been unsuccessful with opening this tome.
Would you?
Yes, I have tried, but I was unable to find any spells that would open it. And I've asked around the town if anyone has seen similar book, but unfortunately, I couldn't find anyone.
Yes. The general consensus was it has some form of a spell inside of it that just won't be unlocked. And most scholars have given up by now.
Do you know what's inside this book?
My hopes and dreams.
Unfortunately, I'm unaware what this book contains. Pete didn't provide me of any instructions. Besides, he's just sent me this mysterious book.
Very well.
You did, I guess, acquire rumors about the book, like its origin. It was written by a wizard that was let's see. It was well known for creating different kinds of magical schematics. So there can be, I guess, an assumption of maybe there are some schematics inside, or maybe some info on why said wizard was as successful as he was. Maybe it's just a diary, who knows? That's about it. Without opening it, no one knows.
So it's magical.
So the people say, well, if lockpick cannot open it and magic cannot open it, then it must be. Or maybe the lock is just broken. I don't know.
Warden, can you actually check? You have the ritual to detect magic.
Hold on, I wanted to check what to detect magic. There were some limitations to it. There was the spell Identify. Detect magic is that you know the school, but Identify was to know the object.
Yeah, I think no one had the Identify, so at least check if it's magical or not.
Do you cast it?
Yes, because we have time. I cast it. I can throw the scorecard also.
In front of the library,
No, outside.
you sit. Yeah, I mean, in front of the
Oh, yeah.
library, outside, you sit down and you start. Or you cast identify on it.
That's magical.
You have
Because
it.
detect
Oh,
magic, as
it's
far as
also
I know, just
ritual.
says that detect magic just says that you know if it's magical and what kind of school it is, but
Mhm.
identify is much more better in that case
Mm.
because this is detect magic.
Yeah.
Let's see. How to use them.
Oh no, wait! God damn it! Identify is 100 gold. Screw it. Yeah, gonna use it.
Well, you can just go and buy the pearl, and it's not consumed after usage.
Ah, yeah, it's not
Hmm.
consumed. Yeah.
Interesting.
It is affected by magic.
So you cast identify on it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I die?
No.
Not
Do you
yet,
want to
my sweet
die?
child.
You
Well,
try.
in game or out game.
Currently, I'll give you the option of trying so hard that your heart stops, if you want.
Joke's on you. I don't have one.
Sure. It's difficult to say because it's not technically like magically imbued, but it is like magical. It's not like an artifact of sorts. It's more like it has a spell around it. And
It's affecting it.
it seems like there's a trick to it, but actually, wait. It does not require attunement. It doesn't have any charges. There is definitely a spell on it, and the trigger is distance. The trigger is distance.
But I don't know from what.
I guess at least we could just get that all out of here.
I mentioned it to others also.
So, to cast another teleportation circle to get back to Neverwinter.
First off, I will take a quick nap so I can arcane recovery my spell slots.
As you heard, the warden takes
So,
a quick 8-hour nap.
No, not 8 hour. It's like an hour, a short rest.
Short rest.
Yeah, I just install a software update. So if
Definitely.
Ori wants to go around and terrorize people to find magical items, he can do that.
I'm just reading the books.
A quick boot, not a full book. Boot. Very well. You
The
gain
goal
like
of
a
reading those
single
books is
third
to
level
find-
slot.
What did Mick say?
The short rest, you mean like you use the feat you have, right?
Arcane recovery, yeah.
Yeah, okay, sure.
It gives half my level rounded up, so it's like 7 points. So I get like level 5 and level 2. So
Oh, I use the 6 feet of chain that we brought from hell and do the squats with that meanwhile.
Sure. You spend an hour doing squats.
you can squat one of my prisoners, I guess.
You are absolutely exhausted. You've never been this exhausted before in your life. You spent an hour squatting.
Holy heck.
You're not even sure if there are legs anymore there. They're just meat bags now.
Knees
You can
weak,
barely
arms
move
are
them.
heavy. Mom spaghetti.
Them legs be spaghetti.
So nobody terrorizes the Candlekeep people, yeah?
Nope.
No.
Are you
Okay,
sure?
then.
Should anyone want to investigate?
Of course. If you ask me to investigate, I'm almost always
No.
ready.
I'd assume you don't. Or do you want to? I don't know. Whatever. You won't gain anything. Ah, yes.
Tell me a story.
Investigate
Well,
his gains.
there is always oppression in there, but is it because of mismanaged management? Slightly, maybe. Maybe Neverwinter is not the problem. Maybe Candlekeep is the problem. You have to start at the base of technology to really show out what people can become. Because knowledge is power. Maybe there's a reform to be made in here. Yes, that is what you. If you want to, you could have interpreted that way or not. Your decision.
That was quite straightforward.
So anyway, I pop open a portal and yeet everyone in there.
Okay.
Boom.
Do you still
Neverwinter.
have the book in your hand?
Yes.
Cool.
Do I die?
Seems like you really want to die.
No,
No.
I'm just.
But
You're lost in
that's-
time and space now.
I approached the warden and asked him, since Pete provided me with this book, maybe he knows something about it.
You don't
Maybe
need
he
to say that, because the moment you teleport into Neverwinter, the book opens. And out comes a djinn. Oh, 108 mostly. Okay. Yes, a djinn comes out. Oh, it has been ages, he says. Oh, thank you. Thank you for freeing me from this eternal prison. Well, you haven't really actually freed me, but whatever. The name's Kasreazam.
Sorry, what?
I'm a djinn, as you can say. I grant wishes for a living, as they say. I'm quite fed up with it, to be honest. But you did open up the book. You did, I guess, at least free me for a time.
Please let it be him.
So,
Aha, that's hot.
so I've got a proposition for you. You helped fix my predicament, and I can give you a free casting of a wish spell.
A person or
No, singular spell. A wish spell does take quite a lot out of me. And do take into consider that I am a djinn, I am a wish-giving djinn, meaning I can decide whether the spell is scrutinizable or not, and if you do help me out, then it is not, meaning it is most likely a very well rewarding spell. Yes. Even if you mishap on the wording of it.
May I ask questions?
Of course.
What was your name?
Kasreazam. But you can call me Kasreazam.
Can you write it down for me?
Oh, of course. He writes it in there. Does anyone speak Jin? Wait, is Jin
Okay.
actually a language?
I don't think
Does anyone speak Auran? Auran?
yeah,
No,
of course.
Really?
for real.
No.
Oh, okay. Then you cannot make it out.
Can you write it in common?
Oh, I do not know common. I'm currently speaking to you telepathically. That's why you understand me. I only speak my native language, as it is written here. But through telepathy, you can understand me.
Very well. Kazria Kazam.
Qasri Azam, at your service. Yes.
Azam. I am the warden.
Oh, nice to meet you, Warden. The Warden. A funny
Why were you
name,
imprisoned?
but a name nonetheless.
It is a name and a status.
Oh, interesting. By status, you mean you are married to your prisoners?
No, I am not married. I am the warden.
Oh, I suppose it's a job, a career.
I presume you can name it as that.
Very well. Interesting, interesting. A Warforge. Haven't met you around. Well, I haven't met really anyone around for 10 years now. But yeah.
Tell, why were you imprisoned in this tome?
Oh. Well, Zikran, of course. He has trapped me in this book for who knows how long. He wanted me to teach him how to make elemental devices. I think he ultimately wanted to build a flying castle fortress, as he called it. And for some time, I served the wizard, you know, hoping that eventually he will release me. Because initially I was summoned as a water genasi, and he bound me to the book. But as you can clearly see, he did not free me of my imprisonment, even after I gave him, well, a lot of my knowledge. And eventually he just stored me in a library.
You were donated as a book into a location called Candlekeep, and no wizard was able to open this tome.
Well, that wouldn't really surprise me, as he is prone to research a lot of complicated and I guess obtuse things. So if he created a complicated and near permanent spell to trap me inside this, wouldn't really surprise me. However, alas, there is a way to free me. There are two magnificent solutions to it. Ask the wizard himself to end the enchantment, or end the wizard. Whichever comes easier to you.
How about we wish you to be free?
I cannot give you wish spells while imprisoned in the book. That is why I can promise you a wish spell, but I cannot give you a one currently.
Anybody want to ask something?
What was that?
I assume that is your inquiry, is finding the Zikran.
Yes, I would very much like it if you found Zikran, my not so loyal companion any longer, and free me. If you free me, you get your wish, and I get to be free.
I think the Helm, the god of protection, he did send me here to maybe protect this Jinn and help him out. What do you guys think? Should we help him?
As far as I remember, Sleeky Pete said that he has ways to free the Jinn for the wish for the trader.
So by turn the wizard, you literally mean that he should be killed or something else?
Killed, or him to let end the spell, basically.
So it's the guy to let you free or kill him so you would be set free.
Yes.
I wish the Frodo would be here. He had this spell.
Sure. Let's kill the bloody wizard.
No,
there is this spell, but if it's a high level spell, then you can't, because it's a really hard roll. I actually also have this spell magic.
Yes, he says. dispelling this spell is not a solution. I can say that right out. I am a djinn. I know my spells. This one is quite obtuse. It's akin to a, dare I even say, an infernal contract. There are just powers in this universe that dawn before the creation of magic, and some of them still linger on in our world. This is GM speaks, meaning
Don't bother.
no, but no, yeah, it is actually written here that
Oh,
you
okay.
cannot. That's why that's why the djinn said it's a complicated and near permanent spell.
I do not think it's quite easy to defeat Zikam, as he's definitely a powerful caster.
Well, of course, my first solution would also be to speak with the man. Maybe age has made him more susceptible to compassion. Because I would know he didn't have any when he trapped me inside here.
Could you please remind me for what purposes he was learning the spells from you?
Oh, I didn't really. Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. It wasn't really about spells per se. It was more about the knowledge that I had. It was about how to make elemental devices. He wanted a flying fortress.
A flying fortress?
Yes. Think of a flying vehicle, but in the as big as a castle.
Warden turns to Hannibal. We have seen those in Hell.
I think maybe we should try to find him and see what he's up to.
Outgame, Hannibal isn't even like shocked after talk like, oh yeah, we see them in Hell. He's like, Hell what?
In Candlekeep, I guess, I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
There are documents about it, I guess, so technically, I guess they exist. But none of you have, I guess, seen any actual flying fortresses while in this plane of existence.
Warden turns to our group and says, then again, we have also the contract with Sleeky Pete.
What does the contract entail?
That we must deliver book and you to Sleeky Pete, so he can use it for a trader to wish.
I was wondering if Sleeky Pete can wait.
But if we use the spell for ourselves, then there is no spell for Sleeky Pete.
Well, that is a conundrum, isn't it?
It is.
Pete has been kind to me. I guess since he brought me to you. But it is up to you guys how you would like to decide. I would not want to betray Pete.
Azam, would you be fine if we go to speak with Sleeky Pete and see what his plans and ideas are, that even if he has any ways to free you?
It is for you to decide, yeah, sure. The fact that I'm alive means that Sigrun is still alive, and well, maybe he has more knowledge, but I would say just to research his seaside laboratory, but hey, whatever.
So, do you actually know the location where
Yes.
he lives?
Follow the sword coast south for 2 nights and a day until you find a spire made out of coral. Stand at the base of this spiral and look inland, and you will see the mouth of a flooded cave. The cave contains Sigrun's laboratory and sanctum.
Can you please write it in Roll20 so I don't have to rewrite it?
There's no point in writing it. You know the location basically.
Okay, okay. The point has been shown to you on the map. Got it.
It's like
What kind of man is Sigrun?
It's not really a puzzle if it tells you where it is. Well, he's a man seeking glory, I would assume. A man seeking progress also. And for those reasons, he has gone. Well, he has imprisoned me, I guess. So, what else has he done in the name of his quest? I cannot say.
I see.
So if you were to ask if he was a good man or a bad man, I would say, I don't know. Depends on the perspective.
I guess not to you.
For me, not so much.
I presume we should go to seek Sleeky Pete currently. What is his plan and ideas? Will it be outside of the book or inside, Azam?
Well, I whenever I guess you desire me, I will be here. Currently, I guess I'll dissipate, and he dissipates.
Can you hear us while you're dissipated?
Sure.
Good. Let's go to Sleeky Pete. Yes, everyone?
Yes. I totally agree with that. Let's talk what he has to offer.
Okay, we quick travel to Sleeky Pete.
You walk through the districts and go knocking on the door of Sleeky Beak's humble abode. You get inside, you walk through the plywood walls, the questionable activities that children are doing inside here, and you meet Sleeky Pete. Oh, I see you found you found my book, I guess, and you found the friend here. Very, very glorious, very glorious. Have you already opened the book? Probably not, right? It's locked.
The book has been opened.
Oh yeah, of course it's not. You know that's why. Wait, what?
The book had a proximity lock, meaning that when we were far enough from Candlekeep, it opened itself, and the Genasi came out.
And is he still there?
He is binded to the book, and he cannot cast any spells unless his problem is solved.
Okay.
He's bound to the book.
Okay. Well then we know what to do next. To solve the genie's problem of not casting spells, and then casting me a single wish spell, or more, a friend of mine's wish spell.
Would you like to share with us what kind of wish you have?
You know what? I'll let you meet him. It's far more interesting that way.
Please do.
But in a couple of hours, I think he's still working. So in the meantime, hey, sit down, have a drink. So
I guess then the team chillaxes around.
There are, I guess, comfortable enough benches. Yes, there are no really sofas. The only real cushioned chair is Sneaky Pete's. Other furniture is of questionable quality. But yes, you can sit down. There are bookshelves full of different drink. If you wish to make yourselves, he points. with his hand.
Would you
And-
mind me looking around the house?
And he makes a Hannibal, how old is your character?
Oh no. I know what you mean.
He's. Let's see.
I kind of know what Mick
He's
is gonna
around 50.
50.
for a
Yeah.
human. Wait,
Wait,
is a
oh yeah,
Hannibal
what
a
race
human?
are you?
Variant. I'm a variant. ASMR.
Azimar. Okay.
Ah, okay, the bird people.
No, the solar people.
Oh no, the holy people.
Azimar.
Yeah, okay, sure, yeah. Yeah.
How old is 50 for them
yeah.
in
Cool.
human years?
There
Okay,
is slightly
160,
longer.
so it's like 1/3 of a human, so it's like live up to
Yeah.
160 years. Mature same rate as humans. So you're a grown up.
Descended from humans with the touch of power of Mount Celestia, the divine realm of many lawful god deities. Okay.
Look at me, I'm Mr. Goody Two Shoes.
I guess you can live longer, yeah. You're about human weight size, I guess, and yeah, sure. And you're 50 years old. In that terms, I guess you're whatever, yeah. Okay, sure.
Beekeeping age.
He Leaky-eyed Pete hands you a drink and asks, "So Hannibal, how much do you remember?"
Sorry, come again?
How much do you remember about this place? About Neverwinter?
About Neverwinter, I've unfortunately never visited it.
Oh,
I never got around visiting it, but I've heard stories and rumors, but I would like to hear your story about Neverwinter.
mine? Well, there's not much to say, really. A poor kid losing his parents from a very early stage. I had to work for myself, as many of my kind did in the slums. And I was just lucky enough to find enough loyal friends to help me along the path. And I put a lot of hard work into working myself up. And as you can see now, we have quite an establishment here.
Indeed, you do.
Let's just say, yeah. We mostly work in like helping others.
What can you tell me about Neverwinter, the places to visit, perhaps?
Oh, well, of course. Well, seeing as you're acolyte, I definitely look at the Church of Neverwinter. It's a unique view on most pantheons, as it supports many deities in a single monastery, which is quite unique in its own way. But most people don't care about God, so fuck that place. There's like a fuck ton of taverns to get yourself wasted. A lot of opportunity, seeing as there's quite a close proximity between the wealthy and the poor. I mean, a physical proximity. The wage gap is awful, really. But currently, of course, there's the problem of being encircled. That's not good for business. Less new people coming in, less sad people going out. Yeah, that's not good. And I guess the general consensus is also a little bit moody. People are less inclined to waste money. Well, relatively speaking, there will always be rich kids to have plenty of gold in their bags to, so that they can donate to the less fortunate, of course.
Do you know why the city been so isolated lately?
I think the official notice was to protect the citizens.
From what or who?
Well, if it was my guess, I'd say it was the Queen's effort of spending less on having to protect, or I guess having to keep an eye on maybe people, or maybe having to slay less creatures, seeing as if people don't go outside, there's no really problem of creatures getting to them.
But how the communication happens with the local villages? Like there are plenty of people around the city.
Yeah, true enough. That's the niche. That's well, I'm not really looking to solve all the city's problems. Otherwise, the Queen has nothing to solve. So, yeah, it's there. Also, there have been, well, there are no longer, well, the people know that it's not really rumors, but there has been a little bit more of a stern use of the fists on the part of law enforcement. And hey, people have been gone missing. That's always fun, yeah?
Is it because of your type of people? Well, the helping type of people in the city.
What? You would accuse me of...
Oh, no.
No. I'm a totally legal businessman. I do good business. I find someone that can provide and find someone that needs provision. Mostly it's me. And my kind, I guess. I'm not a selfish man. No way. And I find my way around. Yes. But if you would ask the disappearances, well, either there's some infestation going about in the form of who knows what, or there has been talk of people. People talk. They say that there's a rebellion going about, and if you put two and two together, then disappearing people that might rebel might also be a thing. Cutting it off from the root, as they say. But those are all, I guess, rumors. Yep. If the Queen ever heard me talk about that, she would probably have my head. So don't talk about that.
Promise I won't. Do you know anything about the rebellion going in the city, or it's like just pure rumor?
Well, if it wasn't conspicuous, then it would be shut down already. Rebellions kind of have to work in the basements, from mouth to mouth. So I wouldn't really know.
I mean, like public executions or something.
They don't really do that here.
Good.
Though executing itself, I that might still happen, but who knows? in general, power has been, I guess, more collected to the richer folk, as always will be. And the slums have been slowly expanding, which I would say isn't really the best thing, given taking that slums is my, trade area. But if the slums get too far, then there won't be as many people to work with, to deal in business, Business. I'm a businessman. I like that word. So, yeah, stuff have been happening slowly for a while now. Is it good or bad? Most people would say probably bad, but also most people always say bad things about the government. The governing party, or I guess yeah. But nowadays it's kind of difficult to say anything bad about the Queen, knowing that bad things happen to the naysayers. Oh, also the garden is marvelous. They will never winter. I guess it could be called a park. They do keep it quite decent, even though it is within the castle's boundaries, so it's, you can't really go inside of it, but it is a nice view. And of course, if you can make it like, the lighthouse, from the lighthouse you can look through the sea or whatever. The view is also quite nice. The local ale or local, I guess, local anything ain't really much to bring home about. But if the borders were to vanish, then Neverwinter would be as it was always. I guess a critical point in trade to all directions in the world, and then things would get better again, I guess. Or, what would I know? I'm not governing a nation. So if you want to, whisper something to the Queen and maybe ask her for a better life in here, then I guess everyone would be fancied. More jobs, more opportunities.
Oh, I will have that in my mind. Definitely.
Very kind of you. Also, I guess the Stargazer is also nice. Yeah, the tower that you look at the stars. It's nice. And every now and then the opera house. Well, nowadays there's less things, but usually the Queen kind of gives exemptions if she wishes to partake in an opera, but most cases it's, well, if you've never been there, it's still good, but they keep replaying the same plays, given that no new people are really, not a lot of new people are coming in.
But have you seen, guys, our Mine in Ukra concert recently?
Why?
I guess, well, not mine, we tried to at least improve the mood overall.
Well,
I
they do
guess,
say, yes?
come around on our next performance.
Well, they do say that music is a powerful instrument to rile the people, so it might make people's lives a little bit better as a form of escapism, as they call it, or they might invoke other emotional responses from people. So in that way, yes, I guess good job on your work on society, making society better, I guess. Oh, look at the time go. Well then, let's go meet the head of trade. And he walks out, expecting you to follow him. Do you follow
I
him?
definitely go. Yes.
Cool. Dilly-dally. You walk for a fair distance out of the slums into the, I guess, commercial district. And in front of a large house that could be, I guess, interpreted as a guild or a trade house or something kind. Pete confidently opens up the door, walks inside, hoping for you blokes to, I guess, follow.
Yep, we
Definitely.
follow.
He goes to the receptionist, whispers some sweet compliments in their ears, and says that he's a friend or whatnot. The receptionist disappears for a couple of minutes, comes back and says something to Pete. Understandable. And then he asks you to follow him again until you're behind his door. And he said, before going in, he says, "Now give me a moment. You know how nobles are. They tend to be a little bit jittery when unknown elements come to play. So I'll sweet talk him, and then he'll be ready for you. It's the least I can do, you know."
Yes, thank you.
He goes inside.
Gordon tells Liron when he's inside that try to keep eye on their expressions and such. I do not fully trust the situation.
Yeah, something feels weird.
Oh, then I cast detect. What's the spell name?
Detect magic.
No.
Evil.
Detect evil. Good and evil.
Wait, what is good? Let's see.
I need to find one. Yeah.
We have to actually see it because you're currently behind the door.
It has a duration up to 10
Oh,
minutes.
if there is an okay.
If Pete takes too long, I would like to cast a ritual spell, but I presume he's not going to take 10 minutes.
Probably not. No.
Yeah, never mind.
You
then.
can always start with the spell, but end halfway through or something.
Yeah, I presume it's that fast, so it doesn't matter.
There are. Wait, a fiend. Isn't like. Is a fiend. It's like a beast. Is a goat a fiend?
No, it's like devil.
Okay, nothing. No. There doesn't seem to be any such creatures, except for your own imp, of course.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just keep eye
And
on
I guess
Is
Aasimar a celestial?
Yes.
Yeah, then
Yes.
you can also, I guess, feel him breathing down your neck or something.
Oh, nice shining. I'm selling to Hannibal. Oh, is it a secret that you're celestial or not? I guess I openly ask you a question.
They look different
No.
already, so
It is not secret.
Okay, good. Just be careful around telling that, maybe. Some people like to store curiosities.
I will keep that in mind.
Well, you already got a Warforged with you, so I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, true that. True that.
I don't know. I guess in certain parts, if I was a little bit a better player, then it would be possible to like you're in a stronghold of dwarves and you're an elf. Oh shit! But in most cases, that won't really happen. The discrimination part or whatever. Anyway, like a good 5 minutes pass. Pete opens the door. And presumably all of you enter. It's a larger than average office space with a large mahogany desk in the center. No, not in the center, like in the back of the room, and behind that is a large window opening into the opposite view of the Market Street, meaning mostly like tips of houses, and the sea is in the background. There are bookshelves, of course, full of different types of stuff. And there's a table in the center, and there are two, I guess, couches. On the table is glasses and a jug of water, yes. And on one of the, of course, shelves is, of course, a nice selection of booze. On the table are stacks of paper and a pillow upon which is a goat. And behind the desk is someone that you're quite sure that you've met before. He is wearing fancier clothes than you previously remembered, but his big size kind of cannot be mistaken. It is the previous farmer that sold skull candles. Definitely remember him. A very fun business partner that Frode also told you about, that they started a venture. Yes, his name is Big Al, or at least that's what people call him.
Oh, Big Al, it's so nice to see you. I see you.
What a surprise!
Yeah.
Well, please sit down. I guess apart from your party has changed a lot. I only recognize you.
We have Ograk as well with us, but he didn't feel good today, so he stayed. But
and
yeah,
Frodo?
the others...
Don't tell me he died again.
We managed to surpass that, so he's alive and well and wealthy and such, and get a good reputation.
Rats! I would have hoped that upon his death, I probably would have gotten the rest of the company. But whatever, I guess. Whatever. Good to see everyone healthy. He says, definitely, it seems like just a simple joke. Definitely. Very well. So that's the boy. Understandable. Understood. And I understand that you have a certain book that has ability to grant a wish, or at least it has a genie inside.
Yes, potentially. Yes, we do have the book with the genie.
And Pete, I understand correctly, you wish to use it to cure the curse. Pete says, but of course, you know our deal. Understandable.
About which curse you're talking about?
Well, I guess it's proper to say that I am not actually the head of trade. I am only his right-hand man. The head of trade is the one on the table.
So there is a man laying on the table.
No, there's a
No,
goat
it's the
on
goat.
top of a table. There's a goat.
Okay.
Stuff happened, and he went on a trip to Elturel, as I understand it, to get it fixed. But then he kind of, as I understood, stuff happened there, and eventually he got back. Still not fixed. The curse itself is not related to trip to Elturel, but it seems like, as rumors say, you were the ones that solved the case, which is very, very mighty of you. I remember last time, it seemed only like yesterday that you had trouble defending my farm. And now you're fighting demons and saving cities. You have come a long way.
Yes.
So,
Definitely.
yes, currently, me and... oh no, wait, I don't think I have... wait, one moment. Good. Have I actually decided the name on him? Richard. So, yes, as you can all see, that this whole predicament is just to find a solution to Sir Richard's problem here.
I'll look at the goat face. Do I recognize that particular goat?
Roll for perception, I guess. If Ukrak was here, I would have given him a success, automatic success, but he's not here.
Oh no, I remember. Damn it, I remember the
I remember as
Alchemy
well.
knowledge. Yeah, it's the same goat he tried to save there. Like, I won't have to take this goat and stuff like that. I remember, yeah.
As you understand it,
Hold on,
Eagle
hold
says,
Add that to the roll. It's Dark One's luck.
he seems same, yes. He seems like it might have been the same goat. You're not quite sure, but I guess it can be like, you know, how many other goats I guess you've seen in Elturel. So maybe.
I look at the goat's face and say, "Hey, goat, where's the baby?"
He says that his daughter is very much alive, and he is quite thankful for your service to it, of saving him and his child. We basically talked through, what was the spell again? Speak with animal? Yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But
so
ideally, yes?
Someone did cast the talk with animal. Meanwhile.
Basically, yeah, we've got a shelf full of scrolls to make it work. No, actually, I
Okay.
will be the one. I've got this ring of speak to animals, so it basically works at will. It costs a lot
So
of coin, but well, the Sir has done a great job of keeping Neverwinter as prosperous as can be made, as it can be, I guess. So it is, with all intents and purposes, for the goodwill of Neverwinter that he stays in position.
that's marvelous. But what happened to the woman with that was supposed to protect, like, not look for the babies? Like, she had 3 babies with her, and we gave extra.
He said he wouldn't know.
Because
The-
like she took care of the baby.
Yes, he says yes, he did, but after Elturel was saved, he came home to Neverwinter.
Okay.
So what happened afterwards, he wouldn't know.
But okay, then it's about like not stacking up the woman. Like the story was that there was a goat with a baby that he protected, and baby had a ring. So we saved the both and gave the baby to the mother with the other babies. That mother kind of take care of the babies, like extra baby as well, and we gave it food and such.
But the goat followed the woman.
So what happened to the woman?
I wouldn't know, he said.
Okay.
After the events, after your savior of the city departed ways.
All right. All right.
So yes, it would be quite generous of you to use said once in a lifetime opportunity, the one magical wish spell, as they say, for the good sake of Neverwinter, so to say.
I asked Gordon, can he inspect the goat with the magic, with the spell? What kind of curse the goat has?
I can if the trader is willing.
Sure.
I do my scriptures and seals and stuff and cast identify.
Okay. Wait, let's see actually.
He's been a goat all along,
Oh
but he
my
was
God.
transformed into human for
It's
a little
just
while.
a random goat. There's no magic on him.
Yeah, that would be great. The goat who took over the trading nation.
I
Oh
would.
no, then the
That
Fire
would be
Nation
so amazing.
attacked. No, this isn't that woozy. It's, I guess, the closest thing we could say is it's like a curse of similar level to a true polymorph. But it can a true polymorph be reversed? I guess.
I guess you can polymorph the creature back to the original form by using the same spell.
If it's a true polymorph, then yes, true polymorph is a 9th level spell. Polymorph itself is temporary, it's like the 4th level spell. something like that. I'm not sure. Nah, whatever. Let's do it like that. Fine. The discretion of the GM. And well, I guess if you're here already, if you're kind of like friends, you know, then the whole truth is, Pete here, like, I guess he has half solved the problem, as if the book does indeed solve this predicament, then he has kept his end of the bargain, and then I will keep mine, along with other things, I suppose. You are quite kind, sir, Pete says.
What are the...
Pete, I do believe you wanted to at least have a foot in a legitimate business. Oh, yes, Pete says. I would like to start legitimizing my business, you know. Currently, life is good, but it could be better. So this is a way of getting a little bit of, I guess, word of,
Recommendation.
if the head of trade allows it, then things go smoothly. Even I would be able to gain some form of prestige here, I guess. A good word from the head of trade, and I might even build something decent.
If we're already talking about payments and favors owed, then what would be ours?
Well, what did Pete promise you?
The one he didn't specify it, and the second was the ability to teleport back and forth using the portals. Deportation cycle.
Opportunity, Pete says. I promise you opportunity, and you will get it. You will get quite a decent opportunity, to be honest. That's vague because oh, shush you. You're in this also. Well, it's probably worth your while because getting a favor from the head of trade is a decent thing, at least. You know, holds a lot of a good position in power, and can get you, well, almost anything. And me, Pete says, and me, I can also give you almost anything. I can solve any of your problems if decently paid. Almost any problem. Almost. That one time, there was no way to save that cow. No way. Anywho, Al says, anything else you need from us?
So technically, we do not need to bring you the wish, we just need to bring the means or cast it from far that the trader would become human once more.
Yes. That is the ultimate goal of healing my good boss here.
And what is
Whether
his
that's
name?
through a gene is power, or you finding some old hermit in a house that can cast it, doesn't matter. All I know is we spent quite a decent amount of gold on it, and for now it seems like this genie is the best option we've got. There's also, the fact that a goat has been running the trade of a city as large as this for, well, multiple months now is concerning. So as more time goes on, the more priority, I guess, this particular issue gets. At one point, he will be overthrown unless the problem is fixed. Especially with our great queen being as benevolent as she is. We've been able to subvert the issue currently, but eventually it will get out. Hopefully he'll be healed before that happens. Otherwise, I'm without work. It's not really a problem given our business with Frodo, but this helps me give out more, help people more. So I'd rather like to keep this position if possible.
May we ask the name of the head of trade so we know to use the wish on his behalf when possible?
Sir Richard is his name. He's
Sir what?
Sir Richard.
Richard, okay.
Sir Richard Ravengard. Yes, sure. Ravengard. Do I want to make this connection? Sure, whatever.
So it's like, is he a brother or something?
Not a brother, but what's like the uncle,
Cousin?
son, niece,
Cousin?
cousin.
No.
But the cousin, yes. Though of course, Mr. Overseer of Elturel didn't know anything about the goat case. There was really no. As few people know about it, best is for the best.
Understood.
Less issue of it getting out, Another drink of cherry, perhaps. No? Well, I'll have one.
I guess. Does anyone has any questions, or we carry on to kicking a wizard butt?
Well, my door will always be open to the great heroes of Elturel. So, well, this is technically not my office, but I'm sure Sir Richard would also agree, especially if you solve this particular case. So at any point you need anything to ask, we'll find a compromise or a solution or whatnot. Yeah, that's what merchants do. We find what the person needs or what the person wants and doesn't know what it wants yet. That's the greatest part of this job.
Warden nudges Liron. Pauldrons.
Oh, yeah. Sleeky, I asked you about the. Can I pronounce the name of the.
Shoulder pads that allow you to help NPCs.
Yes. But I'm not asking about. I explicitly tell the name of the guy that owns them at the moment, and that at least some like.
Oh yes, yes, sure. It will still take some time. I think Wait, did actually Pete look into it?
He promised to.
Yeah. But it has only been like 3 days. It will take some time.
Okay.
We're not as advanced as Candlekeep is in terms of information sharing. They have their social media and stuff there, so but you know, we'll get there. But we've got the good
Social
old
media.
asking people and punching faces part down, so we should be quite good with it.
I would like to interrupt you with the talk about airsoft. If you would take a look outside, it's 9 o'clock and it's like hella dark at the moment.
Yep. Do you want to do?
So, as I proposed a Friday, I have not, like, it seems like the 6 o'clock is like, if it would start at 6 o'clock or like 6:30, it's like maximum.
Yes.
There's not enough light outside.
Yep. Yep. You are correct.
So,
Not wrong.
Friday it is? Is it?
What day was it?
Oh.
Sure. What is the doodle still up?
Yes.
Like to see what the
24th.
time, whatever what day it was.
24th.
Yeah, let's see. Uh-huh. Cool.
Okay. I'll do the other doodle, but
Yeah.
at least by the names on that, I know everyone.
Yeah.
Only 2 would require renting.
Do we play it outside or indoors or what kind?
Outside, let's go to Nime. When they, well,
Okay.
you remember, yeah,
Probably the year's last outdoor game.
yeah. Or, you know, we start in the midday in the Saturday or Sunday.
Oh yeah, in the early day, yeah.
Yeah. But after that, the Fridays are totally off.
So yeah, bring your flashlights
Tracers.
and tape it to your guns or something. Unless you have those light module thingies, whatever they're called. I do not, so I'll probably just strap a couple of flashlights and put like a headlamp or something. No, I can't put a headlamp.
I would ask to. I think we wouldn't play outside till like it's really dark, because if someone like turned on the flashlight, everybody would shoot him.
Yes, that's the fun part.
Oh, okay.
That's like, I don't know. If you're like defending or something, or like sniping, that I don't know. Yeah, it's doesn't matter. We'll probably stop before it gets like absolutely dark.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do agree with that.
What time does it get dark already?
Quite early.
It starts around 7 until 8:30, I guess. Something.
Okay.
I think only you don't have the. I think yes, I'll share the thing.
Well, basically half of the game is dark, but yeah, like that.
Well, in the twilight.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
No, it's adult.
Decent.
Team mode. Would you propose game modes since you were into that? Otherwise, well, I have like only skirmish ideas and maybe have a captain idea, but we can discuss that later and not consume the D&D time.
Yeah, we can discuss it later. For me, the times fully depends on if I get much homework on that week, because I have to do homework on this weekend.
Okay.
Have to fill in like 80 mõisted, whatever, like describe the meanings of certain words in economy. 80.
Like in wait, Oh,
We have,
just
like-
like definitions.
Yeah, we
Okay.
have 80 definitions, and you have to like describe what do they mean.
Okay.
Sounds like wiki sign.
And the teacher said the wiki might be incorrect in some certain cases.
Wait, she just gave the definitions, and we have to find what they mean.
Yes,
Oh,
in economy.
yeah, yeah. That always. I
There's
think,
gonna be a
like,
test.
Yeah.
Is the Estonian words?
It's in Estonian, yes, but like
Oh.
in general, it's in economy. In English class, we learn about the American and British translation of positions and other stuff. And at
Oh,
one point,
also-
I will get the Russian. Я делать business.
Also, Hannibal, now basically each session, at the end of each session, you can level up on until you're at the same level as others are. Like at the end of today, you can like level up to level 2.
By others, you mean the barbarian or us?
You.
Well, you, because the barbarian also has the
highest
same deal, but he started at a slightly higher level.
The highest party member, basically.
Yeah.
So Simo is a bit higher. Am I correct or not?
I'm significantly higher.
Yes.
Timo is
He started
higher
at
than
level 8,
Hannibal.
but Hannibal started at level 1 because I feel like that's very appropriate. You will understand it in due time, I guess. In due time.
Also, it gives a good overview, like what to level up, and it doesn't overwhelm me right away.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, that's one of the also one of the reasons. Yeah.
Boonge. One of the boonge.
But given how little combat encounters we have had, then it's kind of like just a matter of I don't know. You don't get the sense of being stronger because you don't get a lot of battles. Soon,
Yeah.
maybe tomorrow, maybe next time we will get battles. Maybe.
Or we just like quickly run to the wizard tower or something. And
If
back
we're
the
going
door.
against a high-level wizard that can cast level 9 spells and stuff, we're gonna die. Just saying.
But there's many of you. There's maybe one of him.
Yeah, it doesn't change that. Dude has like elemental stuff, so
Why do you say maybe one of them?
because he's a wizard.
I say nothing definite.
There's a spell called Clone also.
Also, do remember your time with your last combat encounter. They disabled all of your gifts and you still won in the end.
Yeah,
Yes, it was
anyway.
fun.
So
Either way, we must be cautious.
have you actually ever had an encounter that was more potentially suicidal than that one was?
In Neverwinter. I think
Oh
they
yeah. Yep. When Pete saved you, of course. That's why Pete is your eternal friend.
Yes, and we made him rich as well,
Yes.
and got rich as well in the process.
Though you spend most of it to redo what you did, I think, yeah. I don't remember how it really worked. It was something related to the bounty, but you spent money for something.
Not much. We just like said like, ignore that and skedaddle.
Okay, so you kept most of it, most of the coin.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember differently, but sure, sure. To say so.
Well, if we spend, then we spend.
Yeah.
That's like money guns or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, I think if it, I don't know. I assume you don't want to start the finding of the solution to the genie yet today, or do you want to? Basically, I'm asking, do you want to end it for today or not?
it seems a good point because we just would approach the wizard tower and that's it. We probably don't want to bash the door.
Maybe a little bit of RP here and there, but in general, the target is the wizard, yeah.
Yep.
Wait, so which one was it? Continue or not continue today?
I personally would need to go in 10 minutes ish.
Sure.
10, 15. But I can postpone it if you guys want to continue.
No, I think
that's fine.
I think
because
we're basically starting to stop. I think, no?
Yeah, we can do that because Warden has only like few questions to the genie, but we can RP it like next time also.
keep them,
Sure,
write them down.
sure.
I will write them to my character thing.
Yeah. Because the topics already like went beyond the game, so whatever, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks, Dima.
When you edit the character and stuff, do you do that in Roll20 or mainly in the other?
Some
Beyond.
dudes have it in Roll20, some have D&D Beyond. With
Yes.
D&D Beyond, the minus is that you don't have access to all of the races and classes, so you have to buy the books. But if you have
or you learn how the homebrew system works, so you homebrew it inside with it. Yes. But if you have like a more if you want something that D&D Beyond doesn't offer you, there's like two options. Either you buy the books inside D&D Beyond, or you like homebrew it inside, or you like remember yourself, I guess. Yes. In Roll20, you have to do it all yourself anyway.
I use it in Roll20, for example. Others use D&D Beyond.
Mm-hmm. For most things, I have managed to do most things in the homebrew editor. For like Frodo, I did Arcane Archer thing. He's no longer Arcane Archer though. Yeah, he is no longer that. That's the settlement. Things happened to him. Maybe already, probably already. But anywho, yeah. The D&D Beyond is good because you can kind of like keep your character separate from the game itself. But in Roll20, you kind of have to create the character inside this particular game. I'm not sure if it can be transferred or not. But otherwise, it's just a matter of taste. D&D Beyond does a lot for you. Like you don't have to insert all the spells yourself. But if you want a spell that is not provided you, then adding that spell to you through homebrew is a much, I guess, larger task than adding a new spell to Roll20. Yeah. So pick your poison, I guess. I use Roll20, D&D Beyond for the most part.
Wolf, you were saying something?
No. I use Roll20 because I don't want to be bothered with the Warforged race. Otherwise, I'm generic.
Introducing the Warforged race would have been quite easy.
Yeah, but I didn't want to be bothered with it.
Yeah.
So if I wanna like level up,
Yes.
then do I like go to the builder or
Yes, in the builder you change the level to
okay, I see.
HP rolling also.
If he's in D&D Beyond, then it's probably set to automatic.
Yeah, the thing is that with
change it to manual.
With the hold on, like D&D Beyond for me just like change my health points always.
Yes, I'm not sure how the manual works decently, but yes, you can choose between automatic and manual. Automatic is always like I think like 1 HP above the average, so it's always a little bit better than average. Like not maybe like 0.5 points. If you have like 8 hit points and you get like 5, then it's like it's a little bit better than average. But you can't roll yourself, so you don't get those sweet 12 hit points a level for a barbarian stuff,
Or one.
or like
Or-
one, yeah.
Or like your health point should be like 98, but it's actual 83.
Yeah. Or like
But,
you spec into the -2 Constitution sorcerer or something, or wizard, and then you every level you get like 1 hit point or something. Yeah.
Almost like me. So how do you turn off that freaking thing?
The automatic thing.
Automatic one?
Yep.
In character editor, when you're at the first page, right? On the
In the home,
top
yeah.
right,
Mhm.
you have the manage HP,
Hit point
and you
type.
just put it to override HP, and then even if you level up, it doesn't give a fuck.
Okay. Yeah, I see.
But you have to calculate everything yourself.
Yeah, I know. I did that already.
Wait, what level is Warden and
13.
13? Okay.
And you?
At this moment, I
Oh,
am
also,
at
every session that you partake, you can level up, not the sessions that you did not partake. So today, at the end of this session, you were level 9.
me.
No,
No.
I mean, sorry. You are level 2. Orin should be like level 10 or
12.
11. Something.
12 already. We had a few sessions.
Did we?
Yeah.
Sure, if you say so.
First one, introduction. The second is hunt. The third is this one.
Yep. So I am 12.
That makes it to 11, though, no?
I started at 9. No. Also, we did have that partial one that we actually didn't do, but I didn't take that into account.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. Nah, sure, whatever. 12, whatever. Probe level up like fast enough, so whatever. Mhm.
I mean, I didn't gain anything apart from HP.
If you hadn't lost anything, then it's a good day.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm still running around only with the battle axe.
True enough.
What?
True enough. You also need the magical equipment, don't you now?
Well, that's why I have 3 books that I'm reading through.
It does give you ideas, but it doesn't tell you where they probably are. They're artifacts. No one,
Well, obviously I'm not gonna go for the hand or Eye of Vecna.
You couldn't go for it. Wait, Eye of Vecna, I'm not so sure you couldn't go for Hand of Vecna. No, actually, you visit your companion. No, actually, you wouldn't know, but your companion knows where it actually is. Hand of Vecna.
We have seen it.
And someone has a target, has a target list, and that guy on the list.
The Orb of Dragonborn also, I think it was called.
But yeah, yes. So that guy is
Yep. I know that guy.
It has a dragons as a friends, and like Hand of Vecna that's not potentially charged. But yeah, it's another. It's a suicidal mission for the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an interesting idea.
But no, I'm looking for more of a big giant axe to cut better.
Axe +3. Like 5 centimeters larger.
Yes. Oh, there's a sword for slaying dragons. Well, it was used for
Yes.
slaying dragons, but it's a giant's great sword.
Yes.
Takes the
Definitely has
size
a
of
Dragon
the
Slayer.
wearer.
Yeah, Devlin has it.
Not that sword, but like the anti-dragon sword.
Similar
Like it-
idea, yeah. Same.
Yeah. But
You
the
have
sword
like
is
a
only
regular
bonus
long
damage
sword
against the dragon.
of dragon slaying or whatever it was called.
Yeah. And with Warden, I should at one point also search for magical items because has basically none.
It's not a matter of searching for it, it's a matter of stumbling upon it, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, Warden should stumble upon something.
We all should eventually.
I mean,
Yeah,
I would take magical armor, but as soon as I wear armor, everything else is useless. So maybe gauntlets of ogre strength.
You don't need those.
Do you need it? How much is your strength?
18.
You don't
Yeah,
need
it's
it.
only 19. There's nothing useful. It's useless.
It
Oh,
gives
yeah.
you nothing. And
I'll
you
just
actually
get
have it.
I'll just get level 20 and then I have strength 24. Okay, fine.
Yeah,
At level
because
20,
the-
yes. Yes.
because the gauntlets, yeah, limited at 19.
Sorry,
Don't
what?
worry,
What did you say, Mick?
if the campaign lasts long enough, you will get to
Yeah.
20.
Well, yeah, that's true.
We will probably, yeah, with this campaign, you will probably get to level 20. And then we will, either
Become
this
god
campaign
killers.
will be like sort of an epilogue, or you will like get to like, I don't know, prestige quests or something where you kind of like just do shit by being OP. We'll
For
see.
giggles and stuff.
But first we have to get there. First we have
Yeah.
to get there in one piece, right? Correct? So you don't die.
Yes.
But will you die? Ooh, will you?
We shall return.
We shall
Many
definitely return.
experiments will be made.
But yeah, Liron has like the ogre gauntlets.
Yeah. It makes
Yeah, I
sense for me because like my strength is 14.
Yeah,
I'm
he
not-
dual classed basically into it. He didn't have strength at all.
What paladin are you, Liran?
The questionable one.
More of what type of Oathbreaker is he?
Yes, exactly. That was my idea.
Well, he
Yeah.
can't be a paladin anymore because he's already working with the devil, so he has
If-
to be an Oathbreaker.
Or
I'm redeeming people, you know?
no. If it's a paladin of vengeance, then maybe, but then you would have to have pointed your sword at Serial. But I'm not sure.
But I promised to redeem her one way or another.
So basically, the next stories we will see what kind of paladin is Liron by DM making questionable questions and RPs into him. Yes.
Dude, he's
Please,
already making questionable decisions.
Well, all of you are. All of us are. This entire party is questionable.
That's the point. That's the fun. That's the giggles.
Oath of
Hmm.
devotion, you. I devote myself to Serial. Now fuck the good lords. Fuck the good gods.
Hold on. Yeah, he should be redeemed.
We will cross that bridge when I remember and we get there. If I don't
Yes.
remember it, then you can be whoever you want.
Yes, well, you know, if I would be Oathbreaker, I would like use this spell to get the freaking Sword of Zariel back. Oh, sorry, I cannot. But yeah, but I would be good and cure the.
You wouldn't be able to get that sword back. That is broken.
I know.
But maybe something like it eventually. Maybe I don't know.
Dima knows it, but does Liron know it? So
That the sword is broken.
no, that he cannot ever have it. It was told, I think, somewhere that a new sword can be made, basically.
It's not the sword is broken. It's Dima's hopes were broken that moment. With the
Okay,
sword.
boys, I gotta go.
Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, man.
See ya,
Thank you for the
Yeah.
game.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
See, Dima, your first step of mistake was having hopes.
Yes, I do agree with that. I had a hope. If, like, I don't know, there are certain flaws that kind of buggers me in my character sheet, and I definitely need like find a way to like overcome them. Otherwise, you know, I would be Oathbreaker. That's for sure. Maybe eventually, maybe not. We'll see how we balance that.
That's the fun part of playing with me. I don't really care that much. You can be where you want, or more like it's not that I don't care. It's just like I can't force myself to put in the effort to
Yeah.
rule lawyer you that much.
Oh, it's fine.
So we will see. I don't know. We'll have to do something
Well,
really stupid for me to start thinking, maybe your paladin god doesn't support you anymore.
No, it's like Leron's personality is like 1-to-1 to the one that we faced Zariel with. Like he's like small Zariel, like literally by touching the blade and giving the freaking personality traits.
Yes, but it seems like your decisions have been questionable after that, so it didn't have much of an effect, it seems. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm saying it probably meant that it didn't have much of an effect afterwards. Or it might be just a matter of trying your best, but well, not always succeeding.
When you try your best and you don't succeed.
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Exactly.
I would appreciate if you point. I do. Well, okay, that's fun. That's fun. You know, we did it like weird stuff to giggle about.
No, I just sang, but basically, technically could put in questionable situations. I guess you had to redeem or something. I don't know.
Well, I did redeem the kind of one prisoner and send 15 to hell.
Yeah, it's. You do remember that was the most questionable thing we've done, eh?
That's a good part. At least one is safe.
That was a
I
very
think-
nice thing you did.
It's like
Save
You-
one
you're
for the
basic-
life of 15.
you're basically saying, I burned down the village, but I held that cat down from the tree.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
But
I
basically,
didn't kill.
every point is moot after that event.
It's like I didn't kill all of the villagers.
But at least in hindsight, Serial has a little bit more soldiers now.
Yes, indeed.
Does she even feel that change?
You'll have to
Not
ask
yet.
her. I think the.
I hope really that Liron has to do like monthly reports there. Like, let us look over our monthly revenue.
You have been. Leron, I see that this month 5 soldiers. Really? This is below any level of adequacy. I
You
think.
used to be one of our best recruiters, and now what's going on?
Now let
He
me
used to be
remind
the only
you,
recruiter.
Liron. Let me remind you. You were the one that proposed this new project of yours. Now, if you cannot pull your own weight, I'll have to replace you with someone that can.
No. I have this big scheme coming. Don't worry. Just give me one time.
There's a
don't take
deadline
myself back
coming.
to hell.
The client is not happy. The client is furious. We need to pull all stops.
She's burning, quite literally.
I think we're gonna have to take the overtime with not pay move.
You guys get paid?
Wait,
Do I get paid?
You get paid in Eldritch spell slots. You should remember it. Maybe
Well,
I'll
I
take
did-
some of those spell slots away from you.
Oh,
Oh no! I did
You
pay
got
with
like what, 3 of them?
no 2.
Oh fuck! Maybe I'll take one away from you to show as a token of our how serious the event is. Ah, Jesus.
that would be cruel.
That would be super cruel, but it's gonna be fun. But no, I paid for my, forfeit my own soul.
This is what a leader does. He
yeah,
punishes you for your mistakes, because at the end, all my subordinates' mistakes are mine also. So I will also feel the pain when you can't cast fly when a huge monster is eating you.
She's
I
doing
will
it for
feel
your own
that
good.
pain. And
But
once you
no.
die
Don't you
and you're
see? I'm
And
punishing myself by punishing you.
This hurts
How
me
come-
more than it hurts you.
But how come I can burn innocent people so they would be turned to you by not having these spell slots?
well, you can always use your magnificent brain that thought out the whole scheme. I believe in it.
Did he actually come up with the idea of sending people to hell?
Yes.
He's a breaker.
Technically, the proposal was to Warren, and I just took the opportunity instead of him.
It was evil people. But I signed no contract.
So he's basically interpreting anyone who has committed a crime is evil.
Now here comes the moral question of
No,
where we
no,
have sometimes
no.
thought like, what is a criminal?
Yes.
all of our characters have moral issues, all of them.
Yes. Some have
Well-
more than others.
Like literally, Warden, Liron, Ukrak, everyone has moral issues. Even Frodo has
Orin.
moral issues.
Even who?
Even Orin.
Orin,
There's a moral code
Oh
still.
yeah, of course. Already, Orin also made an issue where just because someone said that they're not giving up meant that it was okay to execute them. Already a moral dilemma.
Yes. But let us not get too ahead of ourselves. We need to hold this for the RP.
Yeah, I guess.
Mm.
It's just
But-
just stating the facts.
Yes,
But,
we should do all of this in the in-game RP and everything like that. But yes, we are all kind of criminals.
If at any point we reach that point, yeah.
Maybe
No,
we have some character arcs and maybe some like more realizations comes. Maybe someone of go like actually evil and stuff. But you know,
I don't know.
Wait,
I don't think I'm smart enough to do
Liron
that.
is not evil already?
Wait,
we're not fully evil, no.
I honestly did propose people to go to hell and work with him. This part was legitimately safe, or return to the prison.
So you did not trick them.
Well, in your defense, I said from day one, we're not doing alignments. Alignments do not work. You're not gonna follow them. We do not do them.
Yeah.
However, of course, religion is always the question, because religion, like, if you don't follow your God's teachings, then maybe your God won't really give you any more anything. That's the only like if. Yeah.
Oh, fiends. Are the fiends are devils or demons?
What now?
Are the fiends are devils or demons? Because, like,
I think
because the bound have like special rule that I seek to honor the angel Zariel by destroying the fiends.
Oh, you have to destroy fiends.
I think they're
no.
demons, not devils.
yes, devils are fiends. Yes. Demon is a. I think it was. Are they also
Bazuzu.
also a fiend?
Oh, no.
I'm not sure.
I think fiends are like all creatures in like hell, like they're human-ish, but they're all like you know, demons and devils and other type of such beasts. I don't know. I'm not even sure if there's actually like lower planes. They're not just evil, but born of evil. primal malevolence was one of the roots of their nature, and the evil essence of the fiendish planes permeated every part of their bodies. Well, there you go. That's a feat.
So basically, they're both like devils and demons.
Yes.
And I just realized I was creating the devils all the time. But I didn't RP correctly.
Well, I guess in your defense, I don't think you've summoned imp after. Oh, you mean when you sent the souls down?
Yeah.
Mm,
Basically, they're born as devils.
lemurs, yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's a problem you'll have to come to terms with yourself or find a solution to. But
well,
that, but
Doesn't it sound like the situation where it's notice, Liron, notice?
but I think
No,
we will leave the solution finding to in game. So next time maybe, or
Yeah.
whenever you find a moment to think, and then you think, oh no, what have I done? You look in the mirror, and what you see back is not what you saw half a year ago.
I am my own greatest enemy.
it was the most. That was step number one when I took the warlock class.
Hmm.
So basically, my stupidity kind of led to the contract, and kind of it became a warlock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm not. If I was a better GM, then I might try to make something out of it, but I'm probably not gonna be able to. So unless you strive yourself to solve your issues, then they will maybe not be solved. I don't know. Maybe they will. I don't know.
Oh, I know, but it's fine because probably I will plan my movements according my ideas and the things that Liron would do.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
yeah, oh,
Well, I guess that's that.
Yep.
Maybe next
thank
time.
you.
Hmm. Same bad time, same bad channel
Yep.
next week.
No, not next week. The week after,
Ah, yeah, okay.
because
Yeah, so
Next
Yes.
game.
next game.
1st of October.
Yes.
Well, so be it. Good night and farewell.